2 months ago, I met Frank at a wedding in Lagos. He told me he came from Abuja for the wedding. We talked a lot that day. He treated me like I was the only woman in the world. I told myself that I've met my soulmate. After the wedding, we kept in touch. He calls me every day and sent me sweet messages. He said he loved me so much and wanted to marry me. I told him that it was too fast, that it's better we give ourselves some time. He said he does not want to waste time because he does not want another man to take me away from him. So I accepted. 1 week later, he invited me over to Abuja to know his house. When I got to his house, I was surprised. He lives in a mansion with about 3 different cars parked in the compound. He's a rich man. He told me that he's a federal contractor. After some days, he took me to his family house in the village to introduce me to his people. His parents were so happy to see me. His mother even called me her daughter-in-law. I felt special. She was so caring. She made me feel like a princess. This made me to love the family more. 2 weeks ago, we got married. My parents were not really happy because they thought that 2 months was too short for me to know someone. But I insisted. I was in love. After the wedding, I moved into my husband's house. That was when things started to change. On our first night in his house, I went to bed with my husband, but woke up on the floor. And this happens to me every day. My husband would just laugh over it, but it's something I could not explain. Because I don't understand how I will go to bed at night, then wake up in the morning lying down on the floor. 2 days after I moved into my husband's house, I noticed he had a room that was always locked. When I asked him about it, he said it was a storage room, that there is nothing important inside. But every night, I hear a lot of noise coming from that room. When I talk about it, my husband will tell me that I'm imagining things. I begged him several times to open the room for us to check it out, but he never did. Last week, the photographer brought our wedding pictures. He also made a portrait of me and my husband, so I placed it on the wall in our sitting room. The next morning, I found the portrait on the floor. I picked it up and placed it back on the wall. The next day, I still found it on the floor. So I told my husband about it. He said that I should just put it down. But I ignored him and placed the portrait back on the wall. The next day, I could not find the portrait anymore. I asked my husband about it. He didn't say a word. 2 days ago, my husband traveled to Lagos, so I was left all alone in the compound with our gate man. At night, there was still noise coming from that room as usual. I just ignored it and went to bed. As I was sleeping, I noticed that someone joined me on the bed. When I opened my eyes, lo and behold, it was a woman. So I ran outside the house and called the gate man. He followed me back to my room, but we did not see anyone. We checked the whole house, but there was no one in the house. So I begged my gate man to stay with me in the sitting room till morning. We could not sleep that night. We were just talking. I told my gate man everything that has been happening in the house. That was when this man opened up and told me that I'm not even my husband's first wife. He said that I'm his wife number 3. He told me that my husband lost his first and second wife. And this happened during childbirth. The next morning, I just picked my things and went back to my father's house. My husband is still in Lagos. He does not even know that I've gone back home. Please, I really need your advice. Please, what do you think I should do? As I speak to you now, I am pregnant for my husband. My parents already said that I should end the marriage. They are planning to call him to come and pick his bride price. Please, what do I do? He's well with you, my sister. My dear sister, please, you don't need any advice, alright? Just obey your parents and everything will be alright. But please, you need a lot of prayers. You need prayers, alright? I'm so happy you're back home. Just obey your parents, okay? Let me still leave this matter in the hands of my viewers. My viewers, please, what do you think she should do? Please drop it for me at the comment section, okay? Because she will also be there to read it. Thank you for always watching my videos. I love you guys so much. And please don't forget to share this video, okay? See you in my next video. Bye-bye.